A young black woman walks into a grocery store one evening picking up fresh produce. She moves carefully, her hand resting on her pregnant belly. She is 7 months along and glowing despite the exhaustion on her face. She just wants to buy a few things and head home, but she doesn't notice the white female police officer watching her from the corner of the store. The officer eyes her suspiciously, assuming the worst. As the woman places a few items in her basket, the cop moves closer, pretending to inspect a shelf. Her grip tightens around her belt when the woman pulls out her phone and glances at a message. It is clear she is waiting for someone. Without warning, the officer steps forward, blocking her path. She demands to see her ID, claiming she has been caught stealing. The woman's eyebrows raise in shock. She calmly replies that she has not stolen anything, and that this is a misunderstanding, but the officer is not interested in explanations. She insists that the woman empty her pockets and basket. When the woman refuses, reminding the officer she has no right to search her without cause, the cop's eyes narrow. She accuses her of resisting arrest, grabs her wrist, and twists it behind her back. The woman gasps in pain and tells her she is pregnant, but the officer does not care. She shoves her against the shelf, cuffs her, and drags her outside as other shoppers watch in horror. At the police station, the officers on duty don't question the cop's actions. Instead, they laugh, mocking the woman as she is thrown into a cold holding cell. One of them even suggests that she is probably lying about being pregnant to get sympathy. The woman remains silent, her sharp eyes studying each officer around her as if she knows something they don't. Hours pass. The female cop who arrested her walks by the cell, taunting her again. She smirks and tells her she will probably lose her baby because she made the wrong choices. The woman in the cell slowly stands up, walks to the bars, and simply says, "You'll regret this soon." The officer laughs and walks away. Moments later, the front doors of the station burst open. A team of men and women in suits step inside their faces. Serious, they flash their badges. The air in the station shifts, tension fills the room. They demand to see the woman in the cell. The officers hesitate, confused, until they hear the words that change everything. She is an undercover FBI agent. Gasps fill the room. The officers look at each other in shock. The female cop's face turns white as she steps back. No one speaks as the woman in the cell smirks and calmly states her full name and badge number, confirming her identity as an active agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The lead FBI agent glares at the racist cop before ordering her arrest. The same officers who laughed at the innocent woman now watch in stunned silence as their own colleague is handcuffed. Her face burns with shame as she is led toward the very cell she once thought was a joke. The pregnant agent steps out of the station, but before leaving, she stops in front of the arrested cop. She looks her straight in the eye and speaks softly. "Justice always finds a way. You thought you were untouchable, but no one is above the law. You let hate blind you, and now you'll face the consequences." She turns away, leaving the station knowing she has once again exposed corruption in the system.